Hey Hugbugs, this episode is brought to you by our friends at Second Look Scripts. Second Look Scripts is your full-scope editing service. Whether it's a script, novel, graphic novel, play, or erotic Babylon 5 fanfiction, you can have your work edited and proofread by Second Look Scripts. The entire process costs just a penny per word. Second Look Scripts is an independent editor who will help find plot holes, question character decisions, and break down your work beat by beat. You'll then be given a fully edited hard copy of your work, as well as a one-on-one consultation with your editor. All of that for just a penny a word. So check out secondlookscripts.com, enter the offer code HUGLIFE, and you'll get an additional 10% off your edit, which comes right back to us and helps support the show. Once again, go to secondlookscripts.com and enter the offer code HUGLIFE. And now, let's start the show.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we going to have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips, I'm Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
Pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
the
a
part,
good
you
point.
know? Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Do you believe in magic and a young girl's farts? Welcome to Hug Life Podcast.
You're
I'm
great.
Monica Nevi.
You're great.
You're great, and I'm Mike Coletta.
I'm Mike Coletta.
I'm Monica Nevi.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. I like my radio voice. Do you like my radio voice?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Thanks. You're the best. Never change.
Okay.
Welcome to the Hug Life Podcast.
Welcome.
Let's plug our shows.
Bugs.
You ready? On May
Yeah.
7th, I'm on a show with Monica Nevi.
Yeah. Do you know where it is?
Nope.
Yeah, of course not. It's at 6 p.m. at the Improv Space next to UCLA.
In the University of California, Los Angeles? Get out of town.
Right there next to it. It's not in it, but it's next to
It's
it.
next to it?
And it's for free. So if you're in the area, please come see us. And Mitch Burrow and Alingon, who was our guest from last time, is on it. And also Daniel Bradford.
It's going to be so good.
It's going to be a great show.
You're so good. Never change.
Okay. My shows. When this comes out, the 20th, 4/20, I'm in Sacramento at Laughs Unlimited.
Uh-huh.
The 24th, I'm in San Diego at the Madhouse Comedy Club. The 27th, I'm at Red's Saloon in San Diego. May 6th, I'm in Chino, California at the Legacy Room, which I'm actually really excited about. The 7th, our show at the Improv Space next to UCLA. And then the 8th, I'm in Simi Valley at the Chop Shop. So it's all California stuff.
California love. That was really good acapella. Can we start an acapella Tupac group?
Tupac group?
Mm-hmm.
Tupacapella.
Tupacapella. There it is. That's the name of the episode. My favorite part about that was how upset you are.
I know. That I made it up. Shit.
You were the one that did it.
I was the one who put the words together.
Yep, that's right. I haven't done that in a while, I feel like. Flike. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done that in a while.
I flike.
I flike. I flike that we need to go do something fun tonight. You know what I mean? I flike that.
Trivia.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You
We
can
need to
rate
plug
and
a
review
room.
to subscribe to the show on iTunes. It's very helpful for us. You can do the same thing on Stitcher. You can, if you flike, you can go use our Amazon banner, and you can go to huglifepodcast.com, click on the Amazon banner, shop as you normally would, get yourself a Tupac CD, and just live life.
Yeah. And then you can see how accurate
They
our
also have.
acapella is.
Also, you should join Amazon Prime too, because they have Amazon Prime Music, and it's really good. And no one ever talks about it. I feel like, and it's great.
I got Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah.
Well, for a free trial, just because I needed some packages.
Have you been listening to that
but-
Prime Music? It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't really looked into it.
Prime Instant Video is also fantastic. Obviously, it's like Netflix. It's
So
great.
you can use all that stuff through our
all
banner?
that stuff through if you click on our banner, and then you click on our banner and buy something as you normally would, but you should get Prime anyway, because if you're going to do that, you can get 2-day free shipping and you get all that stuff with it. And it's like $100 for a year, which is really good.
Yeah.
So do it. Also, it's the best way to help support the show as far as us paying for our hosting goes. It means a lot to us.
Yeah, it's working out.
Yeah. So
Thanks, everybody that's used it.
yeah, you can find me on Twitter at @mecoletta. You can find Monica Nevi at Monica Nevi. You can like our Facebook page, the Hug Life Podcast Facebook page. You could email us at huglifepodcast@gmail.com. You could use my social security number. It's you can use Nug.
Oh, yeah.
What happens when you use Nug, Monica?
Well, it's an app like Grubhub for weed. And if you use our code HUGLIFE, you get $20 free. But this week, since it's 4/20,
I heard it's a big deal, but I'm gonna be
today, If you use the code, you get $20 free and a free pizza.
Oh, damn.
Right? I was like, whoa, okay,
I think
guys.
I'm going to use our code.
So if you go to Nug,
just for the pizza.
Hug Life, pick your weeds out, $20 free, and then free pizza.
Damn, girl.
That was loud.
Was it really loud?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Monica's wearing headphones
Yeah, I don't
today.
know
This
if
is
I
the
like
first time
headphones.
she's wearing headphones right now, and she's really into it.
Because I bought them on Amazon.
Yeah, you feel good?
Yeah.
You look professional. You look very professional.
Thank you.
I think you're the best
Thanks.
around.
I appreciate it.
Nothing's ever going to take you down.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we going to talk about today? You want some good news?
Mm-hmm.
We could do good news. Do you feel
Yeah,
like
let's
you
do
need
good news first.
Good news
Got to get me in
first.
the mood, you know?
Get you in the mood for some good news.
Yeah.
All right, you ready? I'm trying to decide what the first good news story should be. This is kind of a few. This wasn't on the first story. This isn't the first. This isn't on the uplifting news section of Reddit where I usually get our good news. This is on Futurology, but I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. Look at you.
Self-driving car
Okay.
completes 1,200-mile road trip across China
Without hitting anything?
without hitting anything.
Did anybody die?
No one died.
Was anybody in it?
No one was. I think there was someone in the passenger seat, not driving, like
what about
riding
when
in
they
the car.
have to pee?
Well, then the car, you push a button saying you press the P button.
Oh, there's a pee button.
Yeah.
Yeah. Duh.
You go, hey car, I feel like I need to pee right now. Can you,
Like I need to pee.
can you stop? And then they're like, yeah, sure. And then that's what the car says. It's like, yeah, sure, in perfect English. Doesn't speak Chinese at all.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
but
is such an interesting story.
the car set off from the company's headquarters in Chongqing and reached Beijing in 6 days.
6 days.
So 1,200 miles in 6 days. So that's 200 miles a day. It's making pretty good time.
It's all right.
Yeah, and I'm assuming, and it said it tested that it was like cruising, lane changing, like staying in the lane, like assisted driving during traffic congestion. So it would like go through traffic and stuff like that.
That's
Because if you didn't know, there's a lot of traffic in China.
Interesting. Yeah.
The first comment on the Reddit thread is, I'm surprised they did this in China, known for like the worst
Have you seen
driving
some of those
regulations.
videos when there's just like no lights and everybody's
Yeah.
trying to go through intersections?
But I thought that was a cool story.
That's awesome.
How would you?
It's
I think a
exciting.
self-driving car would be so rad.
Oh yeah, that would save so much people's lives.
Well,
I feel like.
the way they describe it is, if there are self-driving cars, it would completely get rid of traffic.
And then,
or not get rid of it, but manage it so everyone, it would be,
and then everybody would be drunk all the time.
yeah, pretty much. It would be amazing.
It'd be perfect.
Arachnophobia, yeah.
Oh.
Man invents a device that humanely catches spiders. Thought this would be a good.
And then like puts them outside. Or
Yep.
whatever.
So what it is it looks like here. This is what it looks like. It's like a brush bristles, and you pull the squeezy handle. It's like those like old people claw things they used to grab stuff.
Did you say old people claw?
Old people
things?
claw
when
things.
they can't. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that, but it has brush bristles.
I had one when I was a kid. But
Well, I mean, you're like when you were a kid, everyone thought you were like 80. So it's like they just grab the spider very quickly and nicely and just set it down somewhere else, so you can take it and put it outside.
you wouldn't even have to get out of your chair.
Yeah. If there was a spider in the shower, it would be totally fine.
Did you shower with your spider grabber?
Oh, for sure.
Could you grab other types of bugs?
Probably. It's designed for spiders, but I'm sure you can get a beetle.
I opened the front door today and one crawled in like on the wall.
What was it?
Looks kind of like a cockroach. Anyways.
Is it gone now, though?
Well, I killed it, yeah.
Damn, you're furious. I like it.
Well,
Never
I
change.
mean, I was like, either I'm going to put this in Mike's bed or...
Whoa.
I could kill it.
You mean my air mattress,
I didn't,
first of all.
as much as I hate killing bugs, that's not true.
All right. And now the rest of these are, well, actually, here's one that's not like that. $250 million, 300 scientists, and 40 labs. Sean Parker's revolutionary project to solve cancer. So he's taking all of the scientists. Apparently, the gist of this article is scientists would be working for pharmaceutical companies, and they'd be working competitively against each other. And this guy's got all this money, and he's putting them all together to like work together.
That's good.
I think that cancer would be solved faster.
Well, yeah, because the pharmaceutical companies are the only reason that anything costs money or slows down.
Yeah.
It becomes a business instead of healthcare.
Yeah. Did I tell you we're sponsored by a pharmaceutical company now? Tell you that?
Not anymore.
Yeah. So
It's called Nug.
This is another story. A father has been reunited with his daughter after finding her at a homeless shelter 2 years after his former partner disappeared with their child.
That sounds stressful.
Yeah.
I
it's
mean,
in
that's
Myrtle-
exciting that they're reunited,
Oh,
but
screw you, ads. Screw you. Okay.
how old is the kid?
I'm looking it up. 5-year-old daughter.
Oh, shit.
She was taken. Okay, here we go. They had been apart for 2 years, and he got a tip from a friend, and he found his daughter and estranged ex-girlfriend at a Salvation Army homeless shelter in Spokane, Washington. He lived in Myrtle Creek, Oregon.
Oh.
So, yeah.
They went to Spokane.
And they went to Spokane, but they reunited. That's one of those stories that's like, oh, that's kind of bad, but then it had a good ending. Like Up.
Like, someone's wife dies for no reason.
All right, you ready for this one? This is just an adorable one.
Okay.
Rodney the guinea pig is saved from a house fire by firefighters, and they put him in a little guinea pig oxygen mask. And it's the most adorable thing I've seen all the time.
All the time?
All the time.
All the times. Did everybody else make it out okay? That's the
Yeah,
only thing I
everyone
ever
did,
feel
but the
about
guinea pig is safe. And this is the firefighter, John Williams, also a famous composer, this guy.
He's a sexual human being. Look at him.
Yeah, he's very sexy.
Yeah. Is he in a calendar?
But I like that. I'm sure he's a firefighter. If he's a firefighter, you're in a calendar. That's the way it works.
No, it's not. I've seen a lot of firefighters that should not be in calendars.
Just big stomachs, chicken wings covered in buffalo sauce.
It's really not a mid.
This is my dream. This isn't.
It's really not a mid firefighter. Like either they're fat or they're in a calendar.
Oh, I get you.
There's not like a middle ground for
There
them.
isn't. There should be though.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the last one. Are you ready for it?
Yep.
Kids help boys sing with autism sing "Let It Go" from Frozen at a Shrewsbury talent show. A 13-year-old boy's talent show performance is making headlines for the help he got while performing a song from the movie Frozen. So he dressed as the snowman, and he was singing it, and he forgot the words and started stumbling him. And then everyone in the place started singing along with him to help him. Let's just stop the show.
Are you gonna cry?
I might. It's just so.
I mean, that is beautiful.
It just makes me feel like people are good, you know?
Yeah, not everyone sucks.
Yeah, and it's just, I wanted to say that till the end.
It's really the underlying.
If I was a professional podcaster, I'd play you the clip, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let you go out and find it. It's more fun that way.
Is it?
I think so. I think it's more fun to make people go out and search for it.
Well, my thought is maybe that they won't do it, but that's okay.
They won't do it?
Yeah, I think we got the gist of it.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad. I mean, I'm going to
Your
cry.
explanation.
I'm going to cry, though.
That's all right.
Just
You're
let
in
it
a
all
safe
out.
space.
Oh, God. Am I crying or farting?
So this looked like you were trying to hold in a fart, but that's,
I think you got to let your freak fart flag fly. You know what I'm saying?
freak fart flag.
I like that.
No. Please stop saying that.
I won't. Because this is it. This is our last podcast.
Actually, that's another thing that I have to announce.
What if you're like, it is our last
Actually,
podcast?
now that you reminded me, it is. So fucking see you later. Nope.
You're going to move out?
No. I'm just going to stop doing the podcast.
Oh, I'm just doing it by myself in the room right next to you. And it'll just be combining.
Just up against the wall.
Just
like
combining
trying to get me to
words
come
and
back.
good news stories all day.
Oh, God. Nope, I'm not leaving.
I love you.
Jesus.
Listener. You see, you didn't finish.
Hug bugs. All right, are you ready to positive spin this bitch?
I am ready to positive spin this mofo.
This is an intense one because...
It's different. It's like the two of us are doing different things, right?
Right.
We're switching off.
And
which I think is how we should always do it when we're alone. This is a new thing we're trying.
Okay.
I like it.
I don't know if I like enough things, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's hard for you.
See.
That's why I want to do it. Cause
No,
you're
not
so
like
hateful.
about it. I'm saying I don't like enough things for you to have to
spin.
We do kale.
There,
You know?
that's going to
All
be
right,
the toughest
next
one ever.
episode.
Why did you say that? Now I got to do it.
You want to do it now?
No, I want to do the one we have
Okay.
planned right now.
All right. So this week we figured since there is no guest, we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit.
Challenge each other.
And I have to positive spin video games.
There it is. Yeah.
And
something I love.
Yes, but some other people don't.
Why? Everyone loves it.
No. Okay, hang on. And Mike has to positive spin women's basketball because not everyone loves women's basketball.
I love women's basketball.
So let's maybe start about, what are the things people don't really like about these things that we can kind of change their opinions.
One person should go first, though. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, so you're doing video games first.
Sure, the whole thing?
Yeah, we're doing the whole video games thing, and I'm going to do the whole women's basketball
Perfect, got it. Okay, video games. The reason people maybe don't like it, it could be violent. People say that a lot, right? The kids.
People do say that a lot.
The kids are seeing the violence.
The kids these days.
They are paying too much attention to the video games. They're playing too many video games, not doing other things, homework, or as an adult person doing other things.
This is true. This is very true.
You end up, my concern with it a lot is that you end up in contact with people who aren't in your age group. Like you play video games with like young kids.
Yeah, and they become my friends.
And then they say bad words and stuff.
They do.
And
Xbox Live is a terrible place.
Right, it's weird.
It's like the frontier of terror. It's like YouTube comments, but in real life. And by real life, I mean audio, not typing.
Just
I don't speak well.
Out loud.
I have a podcast and I don't speak very well.
That's actually kind of a funny concept. If you were doing something and people just yelled their internet comments instead of because they say way worse things than they would in real life. And I'm sure that happens on Xbox Live or whatever too, because they're like, I can't see this guy. I'm going to say whatever I want, right?
Yeah, it does. People, sorry, my microphone was off. The whole idea that makes it terrible is that there's anonymity to it.
Yeah.
Like, I just see your screen name. I don't know you at all.
Anonymity is a scary thing, I think.
Yeah. Because no one's being held accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I took a rhetoric of video games class, talked about this for a while.
Oh, perfect.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can help me at the end of this. But
I will.
All right. So
I won't,
those
though,
are the things that maybe people aren't into about the video games. They don't think it's a good thing. So I am going to be honest. I'm one of those people. I don't get it. There's just so much time spent. I don't get it. But
I feel like you might be judging my life a little bit right now.
No, I do that all the time. But this is well, you tell me about it, so I can't not think about it. So, okay, I'm going to try really hard. You ready? So, positive spin, video games. Here we go. Monica Nevi, she's in. You don't have to go outside. You get skin cancer out there. Don't go outside.
That's more, that's the reason for you to play video games.
Yeah, you can stay inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you live maybe in a cold place when there's not, you can't really just play outside, right?
That's a big thing about Alaska in the wintertime. That's why I started playing video games a lot.
There you go. You protect yourself from heartbreak, right? Because
I don't think that's true at all.
I think it's true.
No, it's not, because people are mean online.
Yeah, but you're not
You're talking about real life person to person connections.
Yeah.
You're making it's not positive. It sounds really sad. That sounds really sad.
No, it can be positive. Do you think about the first real girl that didn't like you, that said she didn't like you?
We gotta go way back. There's been a lot of them.
All these ladies.
It's been so many.
It hurt, right?
Well, yeah.
Well,
you know who was always there?
Video game.
Mario.
Yeah, he loves you.
Yeah.
No matter what.
It's a me, and I'd cry.
I do think
into his mustache.
Okay, those were a little backhanded, I guess.
Yeah, those were very backhanded.
Well, I'm trying.
I didn't even write some down. I'm just going to go off the seat of my pants.
Okay.
As grandpas say.
Yeah. Go off. I think it's
go
fly
off
by
on the seat of my pants.
You're not even gonna.
That sounds way worse. Grandpa, what are you doing?
Grandpa. You can be good at something. Not that. Did you turn your mic off again?
Yeah, why?
It changed the way it sounds a lot. Anyways, doesn't matter. You can be good at something. So I think that maybe some of those kids who aren't excelling in the very obvious things in school or in high school or whatever found something that they're good at, or or they like
you're just preaching to the mic choir right now.
Before I was in high school, you played baseball and you did school stuff and you played outside, but there wasn't kids who didn't like that. They would read and stuff. That's dumb.
Reading's great.
Reading is great, but whatever. I wasn't a strong reader. I'm
a pretty strong reader.
But I'm saying computers in general weren't really a thing yet. It wasn't. We had video games, but it wasn't as intricate as it is now. But these kids now, they take coding classes and all this different stuff.
Yeah, there's a career in it.
Yeah,
it's a big money.
They're learning a lot younger about that stuff.
There was something about the video game industry is more money than the movie industry or music industry, or something like that, all combined together. It's something ridiculous.
I bet, but it's just I've always felt bad for the kids that really had no direction and didn't find anything that they really liked or that they could do. But now people who really like video games or computers or whatever, they can really do that. Like it's not,
and it's big money.
Yeah, and I think like
I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna quit everything.
Most of my friends that liked video games are super smart, and that were good at them.
Are you calling me smart?
No.
Oh.
Stop asking for it.
The compliments will come when you least expect them.
So that was a good one, though. I felt like that was pretty good. Right?
That was a great one. The career opportunities is a very positive thing.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yes.
You did a great job.
Okay, I tried really hard.
You're the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Women's basketball, what do you got?
All right, the negatives of women's basketball. It's women playing basketball.
Oh, God.
And there's not a lot that's happening, and it makes people bored. Because I feel like the thing about I've noticed with people when they say they don't like it is they compare it to men's basketball, and they say it's a lot slower and not a lot goes on.
They say there's no dunking. That's what the issue
big one is.
Yeah.
Yeah, which brings me to that very funny Futurama joke that I always think about when I think of women's basketball. Did you ever see that episode of Futurama?
Nope.
Where they talk about, it's an Amazon planet where these big women, they're like giant, and they say, they didn't like women's basketball? Did you tell them we make up for our lack to dunk with good fundamentals? It's like this. But that's a big, I think any women's sports in general, people don't really look fondly upon. So there's like that stigma, just the patriarchal stigma of our society, I guess should say a negative on it too.
It's just women in general, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's looped into that. It's boring. It's less... I mean, compared to other sports, it's probably less financially like feasible for people that own teams. I don't know. I guess it's kind of a negative, right?
Well, it's cheaper to own a WNBA team than it is to own anything else, probably. But
yeah, but like, I don't know.
You mean like they're not making money?
Yeah, to like a business. If I was like a big rich guy, I would be like, why would I buy a WNBA team? I'd make no money, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And those are probably the big negatives I can think of. Yeah. Do you have any other negatives you can think of? No? You're not helping me. It's all me, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's all me. Okay, the positives. You ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
Female empowerment. It's a big one.
Okay.
I think it's fun. I think it's great. I am personally a big fan of tall women.
There you go.
That's a positive.
Right. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of tall women. If you're a tall woman, let me talk to you, and I'll weird you out, and then I'll leave.
Mike wants to climb up there and hug you.
I'll give you a big old hug, like the forests of Endor. What? All the tall women left? Oh.
No, all the women left.
Women in general left. Where did they? They were never here, Michael. It's Beautiful Mind. This is Beautiful Mind too.
Tall women.
What was the other thing? I actually went to a Storm game, and it was just as exciting as a normal NBA game. I feel like, because they still have the fun, like the fun activities that happen, like the fun cheers and the snacks. I'm a big fan of.
I love any sporting event, like in general. Like I think it's just fun
and I
to
think
be there.
It's exciting to watch live. It's great to watch. Also, and here's a positive that kind of goes off that money thing. The tickets are way cheaper, so that is actually a positive if you're trying to go to this thing. Like buying season tickets to a Storm, like what would that cost? You know, off the top of your head?
I don't.
But it's probably not as much as like any.
It's not even close to anything else. But
yeah, so that's a positive for it. I think there's the women's female Olympic team, which is probably fed from the WNBA.
They're all WNBA players.
So that's great because it represents America.
Sure. Okay. In other countries.
And no, but just America. And let's get real here. It's just America. And that's good. That's it. There's more positives there than negatives I just did.
Yeah.
So there's 4-3. It's a win.
That was pretty good.
So I feel pretty good right now.
Yeah. Would you recommend going to a WNBA game?
Yes, I would. I went to one with you, and it was really fun. And my girlfriend.
Yeah, we accidentally took a picture of a lady's butt in front of us.
I forgot about the butt picture. Is it still on Facebook?
Yeah, probably.
I never took it down. I should have taken it down. I feel bad.
I don't know if I've laughed that hard for that long. Like, I just kept thinking about it over and over again.
I didn't even notice it. And then you or like Shannon Whaley posted, like, if someone took a picture like that of me from behind, I would be so mad. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even notice.
Mike tried to take a photo of the court, and just be like, hey, we're at the game. Look at it. Like, like while they're playing. And this woman in front of us had bent down in like over her seat. And so it was and she was a little bit bigger.
Full booty shot.
And it was just her butt. And no one noticed. Like, we all looked at the photo. He posted it. We're all tagged in it. And then immediately everybody else was like, oh, if somebody look at that.
I felt so bad.
Oh, that was fun. See, you go to WNBA games for stuff like that.
You see people's butts.
Yeah.
I guess there's another positive spin there. If you are a man and you like pretty women, then pretty women play basketball.
Mm-hmm. And they're in shape.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they know how to take care of their bodies.
It's not like women's like sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
Even know what I'm doing right now. Is there women's sumo wrestling?
I don't know.
I would watch that live.
Okay.
I would watch sumo wrestling live. In general.
All right.
I like obscure sports.
Yeah.
Curling?
No.
You're not a curling fan?
No. In fact, I had a friend in college that did curl and like go to.
The way you said that was just so.
Well, I just wasn't sure if that was the right
curls.
term, but I don't know. You're just sweeping ice.
You're just cleaning something that's made of water.
I'm not gonna lie. I do watch. I watch it during the Winter Olympics, but there's not a whole lot of opportunities to go and watch curling. You know, I suppose I would go if someone invited me. But
Women's Sumo Wrestling World Championships. It's on there.
Yeah,
it's pretty great. Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, they have them on YouTube if you guys want to go watch them later. Let me know.
You guys can look it up on your own.
Mm-hmm. Can I talk to you about the thing I discovered today that I mentioned to you before that we're not trying to surprise people about? The TV channel.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I work a job that involves me going and eating at restaurants that I like.
And you go and eat at them?
Or pick up from them, too. But I eat them, too. I just have a job where I eat everything at restaurants.
That's what it sounded like.
Hey guys, I got this new job where I just go around and I just eat and people pay me money.
This next thing is one of the nice restaurants you get to go and eat at.
I didn't even think about that.
Okay, go.
Stop laughing at me.
It's funny.
Okay, I'll allow it. I was at a McDonald's, and McDonald's doesn't play TV anymore. They used to play TV channels, like stations, because I would go to McDonald's in like Walla Walla on a road trip, and they would be playing like Fox News or some shit. Now, McDonald's has the McDonald's TV channel, which is just a subsidiary of CBS. Like they play CBS TV shows.
Oh, okay.
But they only play positive things, which I thought was interesting. Like they only play game shows, like they would only play clips of The Price is Right of a person winning a car, or they'd only play like a funny late show interview for like 2 minutes, or they'd only play news stories that were really good. Like we actually mentioned it on the podcast. We broke it first, no big deal, about the artist that would sew people's clothes together once a month. He'd go out and he'd sew people's homeless people's clothes for free.
Yeah.
He was on there. So they only did positive stories. And I thought that was really cool.
That is awesome.
But it makes sense because you wouldn't want to put like downer stories in a fucking McDonald's when people are eating their chicken nuggets.
And already feeling bad about themselves.
You want to make them feel good.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool though. And then I thought about other TV stations too. Like Buffalo Wild Wings has B-Dubs TV where they play obscure sports. Going back to the sumo wrestling. But they have like parkour and cliff diving and like all sorts of crazy shit. And that's really fun. And I think it's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, I just thought it was cool. I mean, I have no other comment on it except I noticed that and I thought it was really nice.
McDonald's TV is super positive.
It is super positive. Good job, McDonald's. You're great. Never change. Except change your menu and make it healthier, probably.
Would you still go there if that happened? If they had kale on everything?
I would go. Kale on a sandwich wouldn't be bad, I'm sure.
A sandwich is delicious.
Yeah. I'm not as much a hater of kale as you think I am. I just don't eat it because I think it's gross.
But I constantly offer it to you. I try to be nice. Hey, do you want any kale? No.
It's not being nice. It's just like torturing a person.
Why is it not being?
I'm just kidding.
It's all the food I have.
I know.
And I'm offering it to you.
Well, you're the nicest, and I'm just the worst. So do you want to go get burgers or something?
No, I don't.
It's Tuesday. They have 60-cent boneless wings at Wingstop.
Why do you know where all the deals are? Because you're fine dining food job?
Because of my fine dining food job. I go to really nice restaurants like the Outback Steakhouse and the Olive Garden.
Oh, God. The OG. All right.
I'm going to take you out to the RL. It's Red Lobster.
That's Red Lobster. Sizzler.
Oh, Sizzler. I love you. You ready for your little top 5 turnaround?
You don't like Sizzler. Like, just remember that.
I don't like it.
Do you remember how you felt after you had Sizzler
really
last
sick.
time? Like, you already forgot.
I know.
It was
So do you want to go?
I did fine.
Well, I know. Yours actually looked really good.
It was good. It was an okay steak for, like Denny's,
Yeah. I mean, let's not compare it to Denny's because Denny's is just in a whole league of its own. I love you, Denny's.
All right. Do you want a top 5 turnaround?
I want a top 5 turnaround right now.
Are you ready?
I'm so fucking ready.
Okay.
Sorry, I swore, team.
So, in relation to what we kind of just talked about,
Okay.
what I struggled through to talk
All right.
about, top 5 turnaround this week is the worst types of gamers. What?
And I got to spin these, and I probably know all of them, so let's do this.
Yeah, and actually, they did a good job. This website, which I probably should have remembered what it was, did a good job of kind of keeping it general. So if you don't know video games, you'll still kind of understand. And they gave me, specifically, they emailed me, what types of games this person likes to play,
Okay.
and then like what the bad things.
My
about
fear.
them.
You ready for my fear?
Yeah.
I'm going to be one of these people.
Oh,
100%.
probably, but you have to be someone. But I picked 5 out of the 10. So your angle this week is to say why you would want to play games with this person.
All right.
Okay.
And go.
Number 1, the poser. So they
The poser.
play anything that's really popular, but
Mhm.
they think Link's name is Zelda. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Oh.
Which I didn't. I thought that for a very long time, but I know who Link is now
Who's Link?
from Super Smash Brothers. That's
I'm
why.
going to murder you.
But it's no. I know.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he's from
He's the
Super-
main
I
character.
thought you
in,
said he's from Super
No, that's
Smash
why I
Brothers.
know his name
Okay.
is Link.
I'm sorry. I'll take back the murder.
He's who you are in Zelda, right?
Yes, he
yeah.
is.
So that's all I know. I don't
You've
know his
never been-
backstory.
you've
I
never
don't know his
been-
last name.
You've never been more of a friend to me than you have been right now.
Link. What's his last name?
Batista.
You almost said Jose Batista.
I'm like Link Batista.
Link Jose Batista.
Mhm. His middle name is Jose.
Got it.
So why the poser is a good
Link
person?
Batista.
Well, the poser, I mean, when those games are popular, the new games come out, you need people like that to play those games because those are the people that you usually beat in those games. So I'm going to say the poser is very important.
So you
and I
can
would
beat
play,
somebody.
I would love to play a new video game with a poser because I'd probably beat them because they're suck.
Would you be annoyed by them like saying things like Zelda is the name of the character?
I would, and then I'd shoot them in the head and I'd feel better.
All right.
So
That's aggressive.
next, well, I mean in the game, not in real life.
Yeah, I understand. All right. Number 2,
All right.
the wizard. So
The wizard.
They want to play anything that has spells and potions. They've beaten Warcraft like a bunch of times.
You can't beat Warcraft, but okay.
They level 80'd
Oh, there
Warcraft
you go. That's good.
a
That's
bunch of
better.
times.
That's
See,
better.
I learned so much today. It's
You
the
did.
worst.
I mean, I
They're
feel like we're a lot
real
closer.
RPG type of people.
Mm-hmm.
I know what that means.
What does RPG mean?
Role playing game.
Good job.
Yeah.
So you're really just like you've never been more of a friend to me than this today. You know,
I only know that from sexual experiences, but
you role playing with people.
yeah, role playing game.
Like where you're what? Like you're like a firefighter.
Zelda.
You're Zelda.
I'm just kidding.
You're like I'm Link and Zelda.
I'm
That's when you're
I'm
masturbating.
Link Batista.
Sometimes I role play that I'm Link and Zelda and just masturbate.
Because
You know,
they bang. Is that what they do?
Yeah, they bang.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's implied.
That's like the end of like you.
Yeah, and the
Get
end
to
of every
bang
game,
it.
you kill the boss and then they bang.
Yeah.
But then each Zelda's weird because it's like a separate. It's not like a timeline. It's like each one's separate from one another. It's kind of.
So he's banging different princesses.
It's the same princess in different words. It's weird. It's,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm not too. Anyways, okay, spells and potions, like with the wizard guy. Why
Yeah.
would you want to play with that guy who's just
Why?
only into spells and potions and shit?
Because those games to me are really fun, and I love getting real nerdy and not telling anyone how
So
nerdy
you
I'm
secretly
getting.
might be a
I
wizard.
might be a wizard person. I like getting deep down and nerdy, and but not letting people know that.
So maybe it's a good thing that he is just really bought in. He's like, you know what? I like spells and shit, you guys. I'm just going to be over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that guy's usually that guy's playing games that you don't play with other people,
Okay.
like those wizardy, spelly, nerdy games.
Yeah,
they're
so then he
normally
never-
one player.
He never gets his heart broken.
Yeah, and he plays D&D with his friends that are also like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So maybe it opens you up to a different community you weren't aware of.
yeah, and I like that community.
Okay.
Those people are very nice usually.
Wizards?
Yeah,
Cool.
spells, potions, that kind of thing.
All right. Number 3, the specialist. So
Specialist.
they like to play anything that works, but their move is that they go, oh, yeah, I've never played this before, when really they're really good at it, and they just destroy everybody.
Isn't that from some movie where this guy, is it Steve Martin's character says he doesn't know how to play poker and then he beats everyone? Is it in The Jerk?
I don't know.
So I probably got the wrong movie wrong.
Yeah, I think that's
But,
what maybe,
But like that. So you're like the guy that's like, I don't know what I'm doing and he
Yeah.
beats everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That person's annoying, but that person I've never played with before, honestly.
Why would you be okay with playing someone like that?
Because if you beat them, it feels really good. Like when you play someone in a
Okay.
video game and they're really good and then you win. So last night, my brother and I were playing that Rocket League game, which is like soccer with cars. And we were playing people and we were losing a lot. Like we lost like 3 or 4 in a row. And then we beat them once. And we immediately felt great. Like it's great. That's the reason you want to play with
cool,
people.
So you don't actually have to be a winner to feel good.
No.
Like you just get 1 out of 5 and you're like, I feel good about myself.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite of sports.
It's those little wins, but I think people should celebrate your small victories. You know what I mean? Like in life also, if you do something good, whatever, if you got up earlier today and went for a run,
also,
good for you.
That applies to not only this, but everything. Like I feel like you have to play people that are in anything, or if you're competing in anything that are better than you to make you better.
Absolutely. That's a great point. That was a great point.
Thanks.
I agree.
So that's like why you want to play with the best, because then you get better. I learned that from a guy in high school. He was going to be a big football player, and he played for like U of I and WSU for a while. He's like, you want to play with the best people because then they make you better. That's
what they always told us that was why I got.
I think
so
it was
excited.
wrestling. I think he was a wrestler for like a year.
They always said that. That's why we would like go play open gyms with like college players because they were so much better than us.
Yeah, it makes you good. It makes you better. That was the 3, or that was number 3, right?
That was number 3.
All right,
it's a good one. All right, number 4, the mom. She likes to play anything that sends a million invites. So we're talking like Farmville.
This person
shit like that.
is the worst. This should be number 1. There's a person right now on Facebook that keeps adding me to some games that I have no idea what it is.
I
keep forgetting to take them off.
And I'm like, it's only moms that do that to me.
It is.
Like,
it's always Bejeweled or Farmville or some crap like that.
Candy Crush.
Moms love Bejeweled. I don't know why. They just love it. But the only positive from this is it is cool to be able to connect with your mom in a video game. So if your mom does that to you, just know she's trying to connect with you and she loves you.
I mean, Hot Pam doesn't play any video games, but...
she plays the game of life pretty well, though.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't have enough time to play video games because she's busy crushing it in all other aspects of life.
The best Pam never changed. I love you. You too, Ron.
You can connect with your own mom or someone else's mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to connect with all those moms. Like, if you're a guy that's really into banging MILFs, like, there you go.
Get on Bejeweled.
Get on Bejeweled in Farmville. What you're on Tinder right now. You need to be getting on the other apps.
You need to be on Farmville. Show that lady Farmville. You can plow some fields.
You gotta get on Clash of Clans. You gotta get on all those games. All the mom games. What's that? Candy Crush? Yeah, jump on that. You get on Candy Crush, you'll be crushing something else pretty soon.
Whoa, Candy Crush to crushing puss.
Our moms listen to this show.
Yeah. Beware.
I want to let you know that my mom called me today and she's like, so how's Tarzan? Referring to my dick from last episode.
That's
weird. Unfortunate. Yeah, it feels really weird.
Good, but
way
it's
to funny.
Go, Jackie.
But I mean, that was a good zinger.
Callback.
She's great at callbacks.
You guys are into banging MILFs. It's going to be the one I put on the picture.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad it worked out.
All right, are you ready for number 5?
Yes, I'm ready for number 5.
This is, okay, yeah. All right, number 5, worst type of gamer, the troll. So he plays anything with a chat box, and he is just talking shit the whole time. Fucking noob.
This is a lot like the Specialist again, where if you beat this guy at his own game, it's the funnest thing in the world to do. I used to play a game, and this is going to get really boring for Monica, but I'm sure the listener cares a little bit. I used to play Call of Duty a lot, and there's this thing you can do in Call of Duty where you would have a clan tag, which is just like a 3-character thing in front of your name, and my friends and I would always change our clan. Yeah, so it's like your clan would be like 6969 or something dumb like that. Usually it was weed, like weed or like nug, like it was weed related all the time. Tocahontas, things like that. Yeah, but like 4 letters or numbers. And my friend and I would always change our clan tag to the very serious player's clan tag and pretend to be in their clan while we were playing them. And they would get so mad. And it was so I was the troll. I've done that before.
So you out-trolled the troll.
But yeah, I'd only really do it to the people that I thought deserved it. Like we're being real dicks.
So what if...
So real dongles.
I'm just thinking... So let's say there's a troll. He's being annoying. You finally beat him.
Yeah.
And then he's still talking shit. Like, he just doesn't even care. And it gets real personal.
Well, I think that you have to realize you can't care in a video game. Because their whole... If you don't care, they stop. Because there's nothing they can do anymore. They've lost all their power.
Do you think in any way a situation like that or playing against any of these people prepares you for something in real life?
Yeah. People that are douchey in real life. You got to let things go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I liked it.
I love for driving, for example. Because, God, I've had a hard time driving lately. God, I hate it.
Good thing you play video games.
I know.
Is that why you've been playing more video games? Is because you've been driving more?
I've been so irritable driving. Yeah, it's been terrible lately.
Well, I'll drive to trivia tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, well, that's pretty good. I feel good about that.
You feel like
you
I did
feel
a good
good about
job?
it?
I feel like I did a pretty good job.
You're great. I think
think-
if you want to bang MILFs, you need to be on Bejeweled. It's the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. But
Well, thank you.
Okay.
We did great today. We're at 38 minutes right now.
Yeah, we got some quizzes and stuff.
We got some quizzes. Do you want to do the
Oh.
short quiz? Or you want short quiz, then what you were going to say in the next thing? Or do you want to let's talk right now. You had anything to say.
I have a dope human being in a charity, but I also had another thing that I found that we both really like, and I thought we'd just let everybody know.
Let's do that right now then.
It's National Parks Week.
I love parks.
We love parks. But national parks, we have to pay to get in.
You do,
That's
yeah.
the kind you got to drive through. But this week, you can go for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So any national parks, there's 400 national parks in the country, and all of them, you can go for free.
How many are in Washington? I'm curious.
I don't know.
Can we Google that right now? You
Sure.
keep telling people about this.
Anyways, I went to a park near us today for the first time. It reminded me of a half the size of Green Lake. It's a little lake, and you can walk around it. But it's pretty nice. It's got a whole
It was a
trail and
it was a like a national park.
no, it's just a city park. But so I just was looking up today, and I thought that was perfect. Here's the thing: you can, if you want. I think parks are really important. Personally, I'm the Leslie Knope of podcasting, and you can, if you just search wherever you are. If you go Seattle Parks Foundation, everyone has a different foundation. I looked up everything that you can donate to city parks, or there's just nationalparks.org, and that you can donate to all national parks. And it's really, I kind of want to be a national park ranger.
Dude.
One of my cousins is, and he took us around there. I took you to that park in Colorado.
Really nice.
Yeah. And I was leaving there, I was I want to work here. Damn it. I really want to work
No,
here.
there was when I took a beat poetry class, there's a Jack Kerouac spent. Why are you laughing at this? Because I said
just gloss over the fact you took a beat poetry
I did some
class.
nerdy shit in college. There was a thing we read about Jack Kerouac. He stayed. You used to be able to volunteer, but you'd volunteer and get to stay there for free in those fire watch cabins in the national parks in Washington.
Okay.
So you could stay in a fire watch cabin for a
Free?
month for free. Whoa. But your agreement was you'd have a radio, and if you see a forest fire, you got to let them know.
Yeah.
And he did that in the Cascades, because there's 3 national parks in Washington, but there's 7 national forests and a bunch of national historic sites and national historic parks, which I think are the same thing, but they're classified as different. But the North Cascades National Park, I think, is where he was, and he was in a fire watch, and he wrote a story about it. But he was in a fire watch cabin, and you get to stay there for free, and you agree to kind of work for them.
He wrote a poem about it?
He wrote a novel about it.
No, not a poem.
I think it was a short story or something like that.
Okay.
Jack Kerouac didn't do poems, I don't think.
I don't know.
Ginsberg did poems.
Cool.
I'm getting real nerdy.
Will you recite us a poem?
No.
Dude,
I just
do you
recite-
have your anything from that class?
Yeah, I still do. It's in boxes.
God,
it's in
could you
boxes in my
please?
mom's.
Jackie,
storage
if
shed.
you could, Captain Peyote Jack, if you could.
You mean books for
please
theirs or papers for
find
mine?
that you wrote. I want to hear a poem that Mike Coletta wrote.
Oh, I have
Jackie,
all that
if
on my
you could
computer.
Find those.
I have all that shit
Yeah.
on my computer.
Okay, next week we'll be back with
God.
with a poem from Mike Coletta.
Okay. God damn it. Why did I do this? This is so terrible. Oh,
Yay.
but have you been to any of these national historic sites, though, in Washington?
I don't know.
They're Fort Vancouver National Historic Site, Whitman Mission, which I don't even know what that is,
It's got to be over way east, though.
or the Klondike Gold Rush National Historic Park. That sounds fun.
Man, we
Or San
really-
Juan Island. That's whole island is a national historic park.
It's
Technically.
where Hot Pam and the Fox went for their honeymoon.
Ooh, really? That's a romantic honeymoon
Isn't that
destination.
nice?
Do you know they have a camel that lives on that island?
No, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
but they do.
Cool.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm just
for
full of
letting us
dumb
know.
facts today.
No, you're doing great.
But that's a cool thing.
Yeah, so national parks for free. That's super awesome.
I love national parks.
We also have a really, really, really big announcement that I forgot about that maybe we do now, or yeah,
Let's do it now.
let's do it now.
Okay.
Episode 100
Yeah.
coming up fairly soon.
Yeah.
For that episode, Mike and I will both be in Seattle. And so we have it reserved already, July 18th. The Rendezvous, we're going to do a live episode. We're gonna do a live.
Is it called Hug Live?
Hug Live.
Hug Live podcast?
Hug Live podcast. July 18th at the Rendezvous in Belltown in Seattle. I'm not exactly sure what time yet, but we're going to post the ticket thing up soon, and I'm super excited about it. It's the first one we've ever done live. We figured episode 100 is going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Probably get some cool people to do it with us.
Yeah, and we're going to have fun. I have some ideas.
And you guys will get to participate.
Some audience ideas.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be real fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So it's our first live podcast. We're going to do it in Seattle. Episode 100.
Episode 100.
Look out.
Here it comes.
Whoa, coming in hot.
Watch out now.
Here you go. You're great. No? Okay.
Never change.
We're done. All right, we quizzing?
We quizzing.
Quiz?
The first one's one question quiz, and it's very important, though. It's a very important. If you guys are politics people, it's very important for politics to know this.
And for today, like this is super important.
It's which 2016 presidential nominee should you vape with on 420? And
yes.
it's I think
presidential nominee. I think is a key phrase. In
nominee.
This.
Yeah.
Yes. So they're.
So you got to pick a brownie. And
Okay,
I'll describe the brownies in detail. The first one is a chocolate brownie with mini baked M&Ms on top of it. The second brownie appears to be half Oreo brownie, half cookie brownie.
That's like a straight up Oreo right in the middle.
Yeah, it looks crazy. Mm-hmm. And then the third brownie is a swirl of vanilla and chocolate.
It's like a marble top.
Yeah, marble top brownie. The fourth brownie is your standard nuts brownie. Looks more like cakey.
Is that nuts?
It looks like it has nuts inside of it.
Okay.
The fifth brownie is a cookie. It's a blondie.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what they call those.
Yeah.
And finally the sixth brownie is Reese's peanut butter cup, and it's clearly the one that I will be picking.
Okay, that's what you want.
Because it looks amazing. Actually, no. In a brownie, I think because that one has nuts in it, whole nuts in it.
Oh
too.
yeah, it's got
I'm
going
to choose the M&M one, the first one.
Okay,
that's my favorite one.
I'm really liking this.
Oh God,
this Oreo cookie brownie mix thing going on because I really like all of those cookies.
That's good. That's a good call.
We're going. I don't even know what this is.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
You want me to go first? Or you to go first?
You go first.
I got Ted Cruz. And it says cruising high, man. And it shows a picture of him with the crown.
That's amazing.
I would vape with Ted Cruz just to know if he really believes in all the stuff he says.
Dude, first of all, if any of the presidential candidates were like, yeah, let's vape, yeah.
You got
Duh. I would vape with Donald Trump. Oh, yeah.
I'm the best vapor. I've been vaping for as long as I live.
I probably have a new
Donald Trump impression.
I have so many good stories. That's such a good story.
He'd just tell you about his wall.
Even if you were just like, yeah. Even if you were just like, one time I vaped with Donald Trump. Like, that was it. That's a good enough story in itself.
He just getting high and he's like, my wall's going to be so crazy, man. You have no idea. It's going to be the best wall ever. It's going to have like smoothie stands on the bottom of it.
I like high Donald Trump. That's pretty funny. What if he was just like, oh, man, you know who's going to pay for it? Mexico.
Mexico's going to pay for it, man. It's going to be nuts. So does anyone have that Pizza Hut delivery app? Who did you get?
I got Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson? That doesn't even sound... It sounds like a random name.
Yeah, he didn't last very long, I think.
I don't think so either.
You're just here for the experience.
Is he a Republican or a Democrat?
I don't know. You tell me. But he is...
Gary Johnson 2016. I'm Googling him right now.
We need to know more about politics, probably.
He's the governor of New Mexico?
Oh, hey.
Yeah. So my guess is he's Republican?
Yeah, we've been there.
Oh, he's a libertarian candidate.
There it is.
Yeah.
He said he was just there for the experience, so,
He's probably very pro-weed, too, if he's libertarian.
Yeah, so this is probably the most, reasonable person.
Yeah.
That I could actually vape with.
I think it's great.
Because the person would have to have a vape pen, because I do not. There you go. Well, this is exciting. I think we should just go.
I'm going to email Ted Cruz
try
and
and
see
do
if he wants to vape right now.
Just bring yogurt. I feel like Ted Cruz is just human yogurt.
Human yogurt.
He is yogurt.
Greek yogurt or normal yogurt?
Ooh, I think plain.
Yoplait? Plain Yoplait?
Plain Yoplait.
I like to think of myself as more of a Danimals yogurt.
Oh, there you go.
I'm kind of fun.
Kids like ya.
Yeah, just fun.
It'd be like fun at a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got sprinkles. We can do this other quiz right now?
Yeah.
Which 90s song best explains your love life?
Oh, God.
All right. And you got to pick a toy from the 90s. And the first one is a Tamagotchi. Remember those? Do you have a Tamagotchi?
No, I didn't.
You never did?
I didn't have most things.
Okay, a Game Boy Color, a Furby, a Talk Boy, a Nintendo 64, or a Sky Dancer. I have no idea what a Sky Dancer is.
I've seen them. So see the bottom where it's a dolphins right there? She's connected to it. It's a little fairy, and then you pull that string, and she like spins around and flies up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
it's pretty cool.
What are you going to choose? Talk Boy is great too. This is kind of tough. I'm torn between the N64 and the Game Boy Color. My friend, my brother's friend, Patrick, my friend too, he took my Game Boy Color and never gave it back. And got some bad memories.
Really sad.
Yeah, kind of hurt right now.
I kind of want to go 64 because I remember specifically that I put on a garage sale so that I could raise enough money to buy a video game system because we didn't have one. And so then we were trying to decide if I wanted a PlayStation or an N64. And because Nintendo bought the Mariners to keep them in Seattle, we got a 64.
I'll be honest, you made a great choice.
I'm like a painfully loyal person.
The Nintendo 64 is probably still in my top 3 game systems of all time because I had it. I still have mine. It's in my mom's storage locker again. I wanted to bring it down here, but I just didn't because I was just afraid to lose it or get hurt or anything. And it's like I have a bunch of games for it still. I will never give it away. If it breaks, I will find someone to repair it. I love it so much. Okay. It's like the one possession I have that is like my childhood in a nutshell.
Well, maybe I shouldn't take that.
I mean, no, you can take that because I'm going to choose a Game Boy Color.
Okay. You had one, but
I had a Game Boy Color.
Did you have an original Game Boy?
I never had the original Game Boy, but my friend Ernie did. My best friend Ernie.
Hey, Ernie.
And what's up, Ernie? You're great. And I would play his Game Boy, which was fun. My mom, this is the saddest thing ever. You want to hear sad about Mike Coletta's childhood story?
I mean, not really, but yeah.
My mom bought me a Game Boy Advanced.
Okay.
Because I didn't have anyone to hang out with in Anchorage when we went back down there.
Boom. That's what I told you about. This positive spin video games.
I was complaining that my brother had all these friends he was visiting, and I'm like, I don't have anything to do. And she says, you want Game Boy? I'm like, yeah. It worked. It totally worked.
It does work. It's a parenting tool, really, video games. So you're being annoying.
I hear a lot about people too with kids in Minecraft, and I'm like, is that half of parenting right now? Is just to limit the amount of time they spend on Minecraft?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking because my cousins was with their babies the other day. Like one is like 3 and the other one's like 6 months. And he puts like videos, like YouTube videos for kids, where it's just people like doing patterns or like playing with Play-Doh or something. And he just sits there and watches it. He's 3. He just sits there and
when my
doesn't do
nephew
anything.
was being obnoxious in a restaurant, my sister would always just have her phone and just put on Thomas the Tank Engine, and he'd just be like absorbed.
Yeah, they don't move.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
It's like that comparison between old people and young kids. Like when you turn both of them, I feel like you turn on a TV show and it's just like, it's like in Grandma's Boy when they turn on Antiques Roadshow and they just watch it for 24 hours straight. Which I would watch that. I love that show. Pick your favorite slang. Booyah, word, psych, fly, fat with a PH, or tight.
I'm going to say, I don't know.
I'm going to say fly.
Fly?
Yeah.
You fly girl?
I feel pretty fly.
All right.
It's between fly and booyah, but I chose fly.
I'm between fat and tight. I feel like I said tight more than anything else.
Tight's pretty great.
But
that's a pretty great one.
We did go with PHs a lot. My best friend was named Philip. And his mom did embroidery.
Ooh.
And so we were going to start like our own clothing company and call it Filthy Gear, but with a PH, right? It's pretty good. We did a lot of PHs at the time. It was fun. But I think I said tight more like as...
Tight?
Yeah, like that's tight.
I
probably still say tight.
I was getting driven to school by my friend's mom, my first friend in Auburn. His name was Garrett, and his family was Mormon.
Okay.
Which it kind of pertains to the story, because I just didn't expect her to say this. And we were driving to school, and I was like, Garrett, you're fat, like the PH fat, just like joking around. And his mom's like, you know what that means? I'm like, no. And she's like, pretty hot and tempting. And I just paused, and I was like so embarrassed. I had no idea.
Yeah. And you were like, yeah.
Yeah, Garrett, he's a good looking man. Pick a TV show. Animaniacs, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Clarissa Explains It All, Doug or Sister Sister, or Rocco's Modern Life. What are you going to choose, girl?
Fresh Prince.
I am going to choose
so much Fresh Prince.
Doug. I'm very close to choosing Clarissa Explains It All, though.
I used to record the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on videotapes. Like I would wait until it was on TV, and then you'd have to record it like that.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I was pretty dedicated.
Pick an electronic device from the 90s.
Ooh.
CD player, power book, VCR, original iMac. God, I love those. Beeper or Palm Pilot. I'm going to go with the original iMac.
That's pretty solid. I'm going to go CD player. I was always
Walkman?
My CD player.
Pick a hairstyle. We have Rachel from Friends. I think I know what Monica's picking. We have Sarah Michelle Gellar. Is that Buffy days? Or is that different? I don't even know.
It would be Buffy, yeah.
And then we have Melissa Joan Hart. And then we have Gwen Stefani. And then Drew Barrymore. And then the last one is a lady from a TV show, and I have no idea who that is.
What? That's, first name is Cameron. I can't remember last name. But she's DJ from Full House.
Oh, okay. I'm going to choose Gwen Stefani because she's probably still the love of my life. All right.
Okay, cool. I go Rachel because that's who I cut my hair.
Oh my God.
What?
It connects with me so much. If we got the same song, I would be so mad.
Well, I have a bit that has this in it.
Then I think we're different.
Okay, go.
I got Tearing Up My Heart by NSYNC.
That's amazing.
It says Facebook summarized it best as it's complicated. You'll get past this though. It's tearing up my heart.
Distance, right?
With you. The distance? Yeah, that's real life, real talk, but we'll be great.
Well, this is reflective of your love life.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, it's hard.
You ready?
Love you, girlfriend.
My name is in this song.
Your name is in the song? Mambo number 5?
Yep, Mambo number 5, Lou Bega. Single and ready to mingle.
This guy you done.
Is pretty much your motto. Having fun, not being in a relationship, and love the freedom that being single gives you. This is a fucking accurate quiz here.
I don't know. Does he tearing up my heart? I just wanted to get Mbop.
That's not really a love song, though.
I know.
Oh, I guess it just said 90s.
It would be like Mbop. It's like your love is completely like just devoid of any words.
You're lacking communication. Well, I was on that radio show last night and I mentioned Hanson because most of my interviews I mention Hanson Christmas album. Mm-hmm. In most conversations,
but only when we drive to San Diego.
In most conversations, I bring up the Hanson Christmas album, and they played Mbop like as a segue between because they do breaks because of like a radio show. They played it for me as a.
That's nice.
It was great.
You're great.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's do the dope human of the week and the charity. Let's do it. We don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time.
Angry. All right.
Monica, do it.
Dope human being of the week is Buzz Williams. Do you know who that is?
No.
No. Okay. He was the head coach for the men's basketball team at Marquette, and he's now the head coach for the men's basketball team at Virginia Tech. I saw him on ESPN during tournament time, and so his name is Buzz. He has this program that he made 5 years ago when he was at Marquette, but now they do it at Virginia Tech, and it is called Buzz's Bunch. And what it is
this is the charity too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's for children with special needs, and they get to go to basketball camp during the summer for free, and they get lunch and free T-shirts and everything, and it's just like basketball camp or sports camp where you're with the team, like when you go with the team, you get to do that, but it's specifically for kids with special needs. And I was watching the clips of like these kids with the players, and it is like the most amazing thing I've ever seen. They were just so happy. Like, it's just so exciting. I just feel like, I don't really know, I guess, from personal experience, but when you're not counted into something and then somebody's like, hey, we should have a thing for you guys too, and then they were just so fucking happy. Like, it just seemed like they didn't get to do it, and now they do. And then there was all these like testimonials from the parents being like, after the camps, they'll like write to the players and stuff, and they'll respond to them, and they go to games, and then they want to practice all the time. And a couple of them, it was like helping with their occupational therapy because they wanted to like practice basketball all the time. It's pretty intense. But yeah, so it's coachbuzzwilliams.com/buzzesbunch. You can read more about it, see photos and stuff. Yeah.
I like it.
It's great.
I like it a lot.
He's a pretty cool dude.
It's a great charity.
Thank you.
I love sports charities.
Yeah. I thought it was perfect. We did a top 5 turnaround with video games, and then basketball was the charity. There you go.
I like it. You're great.
You're great.
Never change.
Okay,
we got to work on our Tupacapella for changes, so we got to go. But we love you guys.
See you guys on Bejeweled.
All the MILFs out there.